Morning, guys. Welcome back. Jordan here at the Nutty Gnome Homestead. It is a beautiful day here in southern Illinois. It's the end of April 2026, and I am out here working on uppotting a bunch of our pumpkins. Now, I know for some folks this is a little early for your pumpkins and thinking about your fall crops, but for us, we use pumpkins as animal feed here on the farm. I like to get my pumpkins in early. I start storing them. I feed them all fall and winter. As a matter of fact, we still have pumpkins inside that we harvested last August. So today, I'm going to be planting 3 different kinds of pumpkins here that we're going to be using for both ourselves and for our animals. Now here we have our Cherokee bush pumpkins. These are a nice 8 to 10 pound bright orange pumpkin. Kind of look like a smaller jack-o'-lantern. They're perfect for smaller spaces, confined areas, porches, balconies. You can grow these in containers. We grew some in some mineral tubs. These are actually really decent to eat. Like I said, 8 to 10 pounds. One pumpkin makes a pretty decent meal for a family. Right here, I have some of my Atlantic dill, Dill's Atlantic Giant pumpkins. For the average backyard gardener, these will get somewhere in the neighborhood of 200, 300, 400 pounds with very little effort. We've had very good luck with these. We do try to prune back to where there's only 1 or 2 pumpkins per vine per plant. It does make a big difference if all the nutrients are only going to one fruit. I've got a few of these already up potted over here, and these things are huge. They were all planted at the same time, and you can just tell they're just massive compared to our Cherokee bush pumpkins that were planted the exact same day. One more pumpkin variety we're going to be putting in this year is our Fairy Tale. Now, these are probably my favorite pumpkin to eat. They're really sweet. We roast them and use them in place of sweet potatoes. They make really good pies. They make really good breads and cakes and so on and so forth. My wife makes an awesome pumpkin cheesecake. You guys stick around. I might share that video one of these days. But we're going to be getting some of these up potted today. Get them out here. We'll be putting these in the ground probably within 2 weeks from now. Once we get them put in these 4-inch pots, they're really going to explode with growth, and it's not going to take long for them to start setting flowers and putting on fruit. So since I've got these Dill's Atlantic Giant pumpkins out, we're going to start with them. Look at the root system on these guys. These were planted April 14th. Today's April 28th. So these are only 2 weeks old. That is a 6-inch of growth on top, and just look at the roots. And these weren't planted in anything special. These are just planted in these standard 6-cell trays and our homemade potting mix. I'll leave that link up there below somewhere, guys. Check out the homemade potting mix. It is so much better than the stuff you buy from the store in the green and yellow bag. So we're going to put it in here. We're going to bury this as deep as we can into these pots. Now, the nice thing about pumpkins is anywhere the vine touches the soil, similar to a tomato, it's going to set off roots. So whenever we up pot these, we plant them as deep as we can. I'm set up for 4-inch pots with all of my transplant stuff, so that's what I'm going to use. A couple of these I'll probably up pot one more time if my garden bed isn't quite ready. We just had a couple inches of rain last night, so depending on when that all dries up is when we'll get these put into the ground. So I might put these in a half-gallon pot later on, but I'll actually, if I get them in a deeper pot, I'll bury them up here to these leaves, guys, and they'll set out roots this whole way. The more roots, the more nutrients. The more nutrients, the bigger fruit, healthier plants, guys. It really is that simple. But 14 days, these leaves here on the top are probably 2.5 inches wide. It's just crazy how fast these pumpkins grow. Now, as I said, these will be ready probably August, September. Yeah, probably around September, which is fine because we use them mainly for some decoration in the fall and also for animal feed. We have several pumpkins that we keep back for us for our own consumption, Pumpkins store very well, and they're very good for you. Like I said, we'll chop them up and roast them like you would a sweet potato. Use them as a side dish. My wife makes an awesome pumpkin soup. So there's one of the Dill's Atlantic Giants. I'm hoping this will produce me a several 100-pound pumpkin that'll feed my chickens for a couple of days. Every little bit helps, guys. So we'll run through that again. These are standard 4-inch pots. Homemade potting mix. I put just a little bit of scoop in there. I don't know, maybe a quarter of the way full, and I tilt it onto its side. We take our plant. Look at those roots, guys. That's nuts for only 14 days. That's germinated, grew up 6 inches, and put on those roots 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks ago today, rather. So we're going to go ahead and fill this in. And I'm not going to pack this down too tight. I just want to make sure there's no air pockets in there. Make sure we have good contact. That's it. We're not trying to anchor this down or anything. It's not going to go anywhere. There we go. We got another one. It's crazy to think that spring is almost over. Summer's just around the corner. Kids get out of school here in a couple of weeks. But we're already thinking about our fall garden and our fall crops and food storage and whatnot for the winter. That's kind of what you guys have to do. You got to think ahead a little bit. It does make a difference. A little bit of planning goes a long way. Now we're going to plant all of our fairy tale pumpkins. These are even larger than our Dill's Atlantic Giant. They got the same little 6-cell pots. Huge root system. These here are probably 8-9 inches in length. I mean, they're pretty good size. The leaves are smaller, but the stems are a whole lot longer than the Dill's Atlantic Giant. So we're going to get these down here. We're going to put them in our pots the exact same way, guys. Get these guys planted, put in here. They're going to get nice and happy in these little pots. Set him off to the side. So just to recap, we have our Cherokee Bush pumpkins, a couple of our fairy tale, some more of our Cherokee Bush, and our Dill's Atlantic Giant down there. All in total, we have about 60 pumpkins planted. Should be a pretty good harvest this fall, at least that's what we're hoping for. If you guys plant your pumpkins a little different or at a different time, let me know. Also, let me know what kind of pumpkins you guys like to plant. I'm always looking for something different, always looking for new suggestions. Maybe you guys have a pumpkin that'll do better here in our climate. We're right on the border of Zone 6 and 7, so we've got a pretty wide variety of what we can plant here in Southern Illinois. I've always wanted to try some of those white pumpkins. I always thought they looked kind of cool. Also, some of those warty pumpkins, they always looked a little neat too. So let me know what you guys grow. So until next time, I'm going to get these guys moved in the greenhouse and probably get over here and water my tomatoes. They're looking a little thirsty. So until next time, do me a favor, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It really does help us out. It doesn't cost you guys anything, and it really does make a difference for us here on the farm. You guys get out there, play in the dirt. It's good for the soul. We truly are blessed to have a day like this. You guys stay safe.